Champs is presented by Lawrence Technological University. Possible is everything. Hungry Howie's. Your next fundraiser comes with flavored crust. Go to doughrazor.com for details.
Sarah Chevrolet, we're building excitement.
And My Virtual Academy. Your education, your pace, your future. Go to myvirtualacademy.com to learn more.
Welcome back inside the State Champs studios as we collectively catch our breath. What a fantastic football state finals we had last weekend at Ford Field. And we just want to say right off the bat how much we appreciate all the fans, coaches, and players who approached us to say how much they appreciate this show. It's pretty humbling, I have to say, but this is our passion. We plan on doing it for decades, so welcome to State Champs. We're presented by Lawrence Tech. I'm Lauren Plant.
And I'm Stephanie Funkhauser. Some of the winter sports have already begun, so they get the good fortune of getting a lot of coverage this week. We've got a ton of hockey and girls basketball in store for you, but that's not all. We'll take a look back at this week in State Champs history. You'll meet our Sarah Chevrolet Student of the Month, and we'll get you caught up on the latest in recruiting with Scout.com's Alan True.
That's right, there's a lot going on, but that's not all. My radio partners, Tom Markowski and Scott Bernstein, will join me to take a look back at the high school football season that was, and we're going to take a look ahead. It's all ahead of another great hour of State Champs. Let's start with Ryan Terpstra and some hoop highlights.
We start on the shores of Lake Michigan, Kent City, heading into Muskegon to face our number 2 player in the state, Madrika Cook. First quarter, Cook gets things going for the Big Reds. She grabs the rebound, throws it ahead to Rameen Hamilton. She hits Tiara Williams for the lay-in, and Williams finished with 16 points on the night. Kent City beat Muskegon last year, and they were not intimidated. Sweet behind-the-back dribble by Megan Boyd. She dishes to McKenna Carlson, who finds nothing but the bottom from 3, and the Eagles were up by 1. Muskegon would look to the Michigan State-bound Cook to lead them. The 6-foot forward, driving and finishing with the left hand, she scored a game-high 25 points. But she was matched by KC junior Caitlin Gears. She catches it at the top of the key, drives and lays it in, and she finished with 23 in the contest. The Eagles, who compete in Class C, making the plays down the stretch. Paige Mortensen with the long gun, and it goes. Kent City starts their year off with a 59-58 upset win over Muskegon. Next up, Granville was in action against Forest Hill Central, where former U of M football and basketball player Kelvin Grady led the Rangers to the Class A quarterfinals last year. First quarter, Granville with possession. Olivia Cucci with it, drives and dumps it off to Meyer Go for the easy deuce. Bulldogs had an early 5-point lead. FHC would respond thanks to Jessica Fuller. The senior slashing through the D and lays it off the glass. She'll be taking those skills to the University of Vermont next year. Later in the quarter, Lady Rangers on the break. Fuller up ahead to Claire Bagley for the transition bucket, and Central trailed by just 1. Granville would turn up the heat. Cucci with the steal off the press, passes to Mary Hurley, who fakes and scoops it home, and that extends the Bulldogs' lead. Later on in this one, more from Hurley. She's open at the top of the key, buries it from downtown. Granville goes into Forest Hill Central and comes away with a 37-35 victory. Now, let's see what's happening in the Lansing area.
Thanks, Ryan. In the capital area, Lansing Catholic at home taking on East Lansing. Coach Rob Smith ready for another season. East Lansing with great ball movement early as sophomore Carolyn Heck receives the pass and she drains it from downtown. But the Cougars, they also came to play on the inbound. Christina Jerkovic deflects it, passes it to Rebecca Poljan, who's charging down the court, but Emily Pendred plays great defense to take the charge. Ball goes back to the Trojans. Trojans down by 13, but not for long as Danny Hansen nails the 3-ball here to cut the lead to only 10. Hansen led all scorers with 17 on the night. And in the fourth, Tie ball game. The knockaway by Kristina Jurkovic ahead to Reagan Vorse. Vorse gets the layup and cuts the Trojan lead to only 2. And then Vorse, twice is nice as she sinks that running floater again. Lansing Catholic down only 2, but East Lansing was clutch down the stretch as Amelia McNutt receives this pass and she sinks this running jumper, and the Trojans come down from 13 to win the opener 51-47. Eaton Rapids, the Greyhounds, hosting one of the area's top teams from last year, Hazlitt. Anne-Marie Wright for Eaton Rapids gets the ball off the inbound. She feeds Paige Borden down low in the Greyhounds center. She sinks it and gets the foul. The Greyhounds found an offensive strategy and they stuck to it. And her name is Paige Borden. Deja vu all over again as Samantha McDaniel feeds the junior center down low and she sinks it for 2. Hazlitt's Megan Mowat, being smothered on defense, kicks it out to Anissa Wims, who nails the 3 to extend the lead for the Vikings. And Hazlitt would flex their own muscle inside as Sydney Dennis gets this rebound on the layup and puts it in for 2. And while Hazlitt's lead proved to be just a little too large, everyone does love a buzzer beater as Shelby Steele sinks this one for Eaton Rapids, gets a little congratulations from her teammates, but the Greyhounds fall 54-40 in the opener to the Vikings. Let's continue our girls basketball coverage with Lauren.
Thanks, Jay. The Ypsilanti Arbor Prep girls basketball team in mid-season form when it comes to the dance circle. Time to check out their moves on the hardwood as they took on the Woodhaven Warriors. Class C state semifinalists a year ago, Arbor Prep in white ranked 14th in our preseason top 25. One thing was sure early, they can run. In transition, Lauren Carroll up the floor and finding Natasha Chambers, the kiss off the window. The Wayne State commit had 13 points in the contest. Arbor Prep led 19-8 after 1. Woodhaven being talked up as one of the favorites to win the Downriver League. The sophomore Brianne Campbell, the quick release, count it. But Arbor Prep played a solid first half. Lauren Carroll, nice move, high off the glass, and 1. Gators in control, up 42-18 at the break. Woodhaven made some adjustments, started the third with promise. Check out the UMass recruit, Haley Lydell. Coast to coast, the hoop and the harm. She went home with a game-high 21. But this was Arbor Prep's night. A little give and go on display here. Carroll to a cutting Rosanane Wells. The deuce, she had a team-high 19. Arbor Prep wins the opener 80-40, the final.
Hey State Champs fans, are you guys excited for winter sports? We sure are. Get ready for Fast Break, the most high school basketball coverage in the state with highlights, rankings, and recruiting insight presented by the Basketball Coaches Association of Michigan. Stick with us.
We want you. We are LTU, Lawrence Technological University, and is one of the nation's best schools for engineering, architecture, and technology. We don't want just anybody. We want students who are curious and driven, students who want to change the world through technology, science, and design. So if you believe that possible is everything, we want you at LTU.
Sarah Chevrolet in Southfield, we're all about the holidays. You think anyone will guess what it is?
Nah, you're good.
And we're open late, Monday through Thursday. So you have time to shop for these and these.
Get a 0-down lease on a Cruise for $77 a month or Equinox for $164.
Even if your trade is as ugly as this sweater, I'll still give you $1,000 more than Kelly Blue Book.
Hey, you're all wearing the sweaters I got you last year.
Yeah, thanks.
Hey, twinsies.
Fundraising should be fresh, flavorful, and simple. We have the perfect solution at Hungry Howie's, Dough Raiser. Your nonprofit organization can sell paper pizza certificates that your customers can redeem for one medium pizza at participating Hungry Howie's locations. Go to doughraiser.com to learn about, sign up for, and order everything Dough Raiser. Request a Dough Raiser kit for your group today. Your next fundraiser comes with flavored crust. Welcome to Hungry Howie's Dough Raiser.
Welcome back to State Champs. The reason the Metro Detroit area is known as Hockey Town is not just because we have one of the greatest pro sports franchises in NHL history in our beloved Detroit Red Wings. It's also the home of where America's next superstars don the red, white, and blue to represent this country. That's right. Some of the greatest young hockey talent from all over the nation live, go to school, and train right here in Detroit's backyard. Southeast Michigan has long been the home where some of the most decorated figure skaters in the world train. But did you know that the metro area is also where the nation's greatest young hockey talent get their start as well? Our future Olympians and NHL superstars develop here.
The National Team Development Program is a program established by USA Hockey, which is the governing body for hockey in the United States. The program was established 20 years ago. We have a scouting staff of about 9 scouts that scour the country to find us the best 15 and 16-year-old American-born players. We bring them into Plymouth now for 2 years to train them. And the ultimate hope of USA Hockey is to give exposure to the American-born hockey player at the international level and in the NHL level. We have been, as the United States, have been able to win 7 of the last 8 gold medals at those World Championships. So the U.S. has been precedent-setting in what this program has done to enhance the gold medal count at the U18 World Championships, and it's helped us at the U20 level and men's level as well.
That success leads to dozens of players winding up in the NHL, even ones that don the winged wheel for our beloved Detroit Red Wings.
At the opening day rosters for the NHL this year, I believe the count was 54, or more than that right now, that are playing in the NHL that just went through this program. That's almost 3 NHL teams of players that played here. So very impressive. As an example, with the Detroit Red Wings, Dylan Larkin was here just a couple of years ago, as was Jimmy Howard. You're hard-pressed to watch a game at Joe Louis Arena and between the 2 teams on the ice to not find multiple players that once wore this uniform at the age of 16 and 17.
Once the OHL's Plymouth Whalers decided to leave Compuware Arena and head to Flint, USA Hockey began plans to move in. After 18 years in Ann Arbor, the NTDP now calls Plymouth's newly named USA Hockey Arena home.
It's nice being here in Plymouth. I think we get more fans here than what I heard at the last place, but I mean, it means a lot to us to have a bunch of people coming out and supporting us and wearing USA jerseys, and I mean, hearing some of the little kids chanting USA in the crowd, it's pretty special.
Starting in January, Power Play will cover up to 8 high school hockey games, along with features and highlights of the USA Hockey National Development Team in action. It'll all be a part of State Champs, a win-win partnership for the entire hockey community.
To the State Champs community, we are proud to be partners with you and excited for our future together. We can't wait to see you in the community. Can't wait to get you on the ice here or see you in the stands at one of our games.
Go out and support USA Hockey, and stay tuned. Let's start our high school hockey coverage of the season with the Michigan Metro Hockey League matchup. Detroit Country Day went on the road to take on Grosse Pointe South. Ranked 16th in our preseason top 25 and coming in 2-0, Grosse Pointe South were D2 state semifinalists last winter before falling to the eventual champ Brother Rice. 2.5 minutes in, Adam Cervoni shot from the point, William Poplowski knocks in the rebound, Blue Devils up an early goal. We've got Detroit Country Day ranked 25th to start the season. 3 minutes to go in the first period. Jackets doing a nice job of keeping it in the zone. One of our preseason top forwards in the state, the senior Hayden Taylor, turns, slides it past Jack Jordan. We were tied at 1s. After GP South made it 2-1, DCD would even it back up through pure hustle. 90 seconds to go in the opening period. Matt Dolan following up his shot, finding the back of the net. Nice job, son. Grosse Pointe South came back with a nice goal with just under 7 minutes to go in the second. Adam Pitter setting up Graham Ryan, who nets his second of the game. Into the third, Blue Devils up 3-2. But Detroit Country Day took control from there, poured in a couple goals, including Philip Stankiewicz finding Taylor in the slot. Give him the hat trick. Country Day wins by a 4-3 final. Yellow Jackets 3-1 on the young season.
We get to be here because on a Wednesday night, Livonia, like where else would you rather be right here, right now, with the guys you love to be with, than at the rink, getting ready to go out and do what you love to do.
great crowd gathered inside Eddie Edgar Arena for bragging rights in the city of Livonia as State Power Stevenson took on the fortified Franklin Patriots, a program trending up in recent years. Patriots looking to go 5-0 on the season. We've got them on our top teams watch list. Pick things up in the second period. Game tied at 1. Capitalizing on a kid exiting the penalty box, Corey Lisner to a well-stationed Brendan Whitney on the breakaway. Good the second time. Patriots a 2-1 lead. Division II state runners-up a year ago. Stevenson, a 2-2 record in the early going. 4 minutes later, Shane Leonard slappers high, but fat rebound off the boards. Nate Sudak there to bang it home. We were tied at 2 apiece. Spartans ranked 3rd in our current top 25. Just a minute later, puck out in front, the senior Joe Alcantara scores his 4th goal of the campaign. Stevenson seized a 3-2 advantage. Midway into the final stanza now, Franklin down 4-2 now. Nick Salisbury throws the puck from the point, couple deflections, Chase Wallace gets the goal, Patriots down 4-3. But Stevenson would respond just 26 seconds later. Sudik with the interception, his shot denied at first, the second opportunity just crosses the line. Livonia Stevenson already beat Churchill just before Thanksgiving, so the city championship is theirs. They win 5-3. Let's head west now to Ryan's Herbster.
Thanks, Lauren. OK conference meeting between East Kentwood and Rockford. First period, puck in the EK zone. Rockford comes up with it, and Brandon Schwant with the 2-on-1 fires it himself, lights the lamp, and gives the Rams a 1-0 lead. Second period now, Rockford going on the power play. The puck is cleared out of the zone, and East Kentwood's Abel Christians comes away with it. Streaking for the goal, dekes and finishes. That shorthanded score knots the game at 1. Later in the period, some sloppy play costing the Falcons. They give the puck away. Brayton collects it. He finds Connor Foss, and he scores the goal. Rockford took a 3-1 lead into the second break. Third period, Rams once again with the man advantage. Schwant up top with the windup, and Matt Baker's in front to redirect it into the back of the net. Rockford looking strong to start the year as they down East Kentwood by a final of 5-1.
Here at State Champs, we pride ourselves on covering all sports all the time. Beginning in January, get ready for Power Play presented by the USA Hockey National Development Team. 8 games of high school hockey, highlights from our USA Under-17 and Under-18 national development teams, Player of the Week announcements, and so much more.
USA Hockey has found its new home in Plymouth, Michigan. Take pride in the red, white, and blue and put on your jersey in support of Team USA. Team USA, building champions.
Are you considered a top male or female athlete in your sport? Listen up! The Detroit Athletic Club is celebrating 20 years of awarding thousands of dollars in college scholarship money.
We're founded on athletics, but not only athletics, but also to the citizenship part of the commitment. And so it's all about bringing that together.
12 male and female student athletes will win their share of $15,000. Go to msa.thedac.com. You must return the application by January 31st for your chance to win.
Yes, all right, Ziggy, yes, that's how you sell flavored crust.
Who's this guy?
Well, this is Ziggy. He's actually a brilliant marketing mind.
That's my job.
Yeah. Ziggy, tell him your idea.
What if we give away free stuff when you order online?
What a dumb idea.
Yeah.
What a great idea.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, listen to Ziggy and get a free Howie bread on every online order of $12 or more with coupon code FREEHB. Now that's an idea.
Hungry? Howie's!
Farr Therapeutic Arts and Recreation has designed therapeutic programs that allow family members to participate. These inclusive programs give families greater understanding and individuals with special needs stronger emotional support.
Farr is a good place because it helps my little brother. I like to do drums and stuff. I like to do bam, bam, boom, slam.
For 60 years, Farr has provided creative arts therapy for individuals with special needs. Farr can help. Visit far-therapy.org.
Let's go to this week's In-State Champs history. Remember when girls basketball used to be a fall sport in Michigan? At this time, it was the state finals. In 2004, Detroit St. Martin de Porres was going for its first state title since 1987. They would go on to beat Charlevoix for the Class C state title. In that following spring of 2005, de Porres School closed. In 2005, Southfield Lathrop was going for its first girls basketball state title in school history. They would have a tough semifinal matchup with Granville, in which they prevailed in overtime 62-58. They would then face Detroit Martin Luther King in the state championship game. This game went back and forth, but it would be Lathrop that would go on to win 48-36 to capture its first girls hoops crown in school history. In that same year, Detroit Renaissance was also going for its first girls basketball state title as they took on Hudsonville Unity Christian. And the Lady Phoenix would go on to beat Unity Christian 49-39 for its first girls basketball state championship in school history. Finally to hockey, and in 2008, legendary hockey coach Mike Turner of Trenton High School was looking to become the second hockey coach in the state of Michigan to win 500 games. His Trojans were taking on Grosse Ile, and Trenton would go on to win 4-0 for Coach Turner's 500th victory. 6 years later, Turner would go on to become the all-time winningest high school hockey coach in the state of Michigan. And that's this week in State Champs history. Time for this week's look inside Lawrence Tech.
Why not? Students want to go and travel, they want to see the world, they want to broaden their horizons.
You can then experience, different culture, a different group of people, travel to different cities that you normally wouldn't if you just stayed on campus here in Southfield.
What better way to gain new skills that will help them have that edge in the workplace, that will help them go farther and be global leaders.
I really wanted to pull myself out of my zone, do something different, see new people, see a different language, really see myself in a different setting.
I studied abroad through Lawrence Tech and Kent State, and I went to Florence, Italy. My major is architecture, and I thought it was a good pick for me because, obviously you have a lot of historical background architecturally there with a lot of Roman ruins and stuff like that.
I would recommend the study abroad program to anybody. It's just to really get yourself out of your shell, teach you some more about yourself, how you are in a different setting, in a different place.
There are things that I've gotten over there that I'll take away and carry on for the rest of my life. I think about going back every day.
For more information on Lawrence Tech University and all the opportunities they offer, head to ltu.edu. Do you guys want an exclusive look at where the state's top recruits are going to play college ball? We have your back. The State Champs Signing Day special will air a full hour of nothing but the best and latest signing day talk at 11 a.m. Saturday, January 30th. We'll talk rankings and even have some big-time commits announcing their college choice on the show. But we want more. Please email us at signingday@statechampsnetwork.com if you want to announce your decision on Fox Sports Detroit.
We want you.
We are Lawrence Technological University, and we don't want just anyone.
We want the brainiacs, visionaries, geniuses, and game changers. We want the students who will change the world through technology, science, business, and design.
So if you're ready to explore your possibilities,
we want you at LTU.
Lawrence Tech. Possible is everything.
SnapCamp is Metro Detroit's original Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram dealer, and we're still making the best deals every day. During the year-end blockbuster sales event, lease a 2016 Chrysler 200S for only $169 a month, or a Jeep Patriot Latitude for just $179. Celebrating 25 years of giving customers a superior buying experience. That's SnapCamp on Telegraph Road in Redford.
SnapCamp, Metro Detroit's original. SnapCamp, SnapCamp.
Students in 6th through 12th grade can learn from the safety of your home with My Virtual Academy. Students are provided all the necessary equipment and an internet connection if needed. The online curriculum is supported by teachers who are in scheduled contact with students and parents.
Go to myvirtualacademy.com and discover a new way of learning and living with My Virtual Academy.
All right, thanks for coming back to State Champs. The radio crew is here in-house for our television portion of what we're calling a look back at the football season. So, of course, you know, this has been a real stunning year when it comes to teams that have won state titles and of course, seeing the teams that we expected to be there get it done again. Tom, let's start with you first. Tom Markowski, your thoughts when you look at the season as a whole.
I got to look at the beginning. You go to the Prep Kickoff Classic and Warren De La Salle going up against Detroit King, two of our top teams, and it was a slugfest there at Wayne State, 12-10 King, and that gave us a little, appetizer in what King was going to be like the rest of the season. As well as the other game I saw in the beginning of the season was Walled Lake Western against Lowell, which was the opposite. It was 42-40, and their defenses just stayed home for that weekend. And then as you look ahead, Western getting to the semis, and of course Lowell making their presence in the state final.
How about you, Scott Bernstein?
Well, what I thought was really spectacular about the 2015 prep football season was just the amount of outstanding upside guys, what I call, guys that I can project just being stars on Saturday, and seeing a lot of those guys kind of gain moxie, gain energy as the season went on, and really making their presence felt as the season progressed into the playoffs. Looking at the state championship game itself, Brad Tanner is a guy that doesn't have any offers, but I guarantee will in the next couple weeks, as well as his quarterback, Paul Hurley.
And I think one we're forgetting is Tristan Jackson out of West Bloomfield. And I think there was a lot of questions, what was Tristan going to do this year? There was speculation he would be the wide receiver this year, because that's where he's supposed to play at Michigan State. But, Coach Ron Bellamy said, the heck with that. We're going to have him at quarterback. We can win with him at quarterback. And we saw that this year. I thought they had a great season.
I would say probably one of the most exciting postseasons that we've had in a long time.
No doubt. You take a look at Muskegon Mona Shores. They were undefeated throughout the whole season. They get bumped
had them
off.
winning it.
They get bumped off to Muskegon, and then Muskegon plays Lowell, and they get bumped off. You can only win so many big games. Something's going to catch up with you, that you're going to play so many good teams, and finally, you're going to get bumped off.
We're going to take a look ahead and some of how these teams are going to fare next season. That's coming up a little later in the show.
All right, guys, we still have another half hour of State Champs coming up, and coming back better than ever in March of 2016 is RoboZone, your home for Michigan high school robotics. This year has a medieval theme, and the game is foretold to have robots interact like never before. Robotics teams from all over the state are prepping for another epic season. We are your home for high school sports and robotics. Stay tuned.